Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm very excited because I'm coming back at you with another story time. I know it's been a while that I didn't make any story time. Yes, today we are coming with the story time, and this is the time that I met the side chick. As you may already know, this has nothing to do with my current relationship. I'm with my boyfriend Alex, which is my fiance as well, and everything is going super great between us. So this has nothing to do with Alex. Disclaimer, because I don't want people coming at me like, oh shit, he did that, he did this, he did that. No, that I'm not in this story time. I'm not talking about Alex. I'm not talking about my fiance. My fiance is nothing like that. It was one of my exes who did this to me. So let's go and let's get right into the story time. So to put you a little bit in the situation right here, what was going on is that I used to go out with this guy. I'm gonna name him, let me see, let's call him Sam. Okay, I was going out with Sam. We were together for quite a long time. It was almost 5 years, if not more, but I don't remember exactly the date. I'm really bad at it. For me it's always approximately 1 year, approximately 2 years. At the time the relationship was, well, for me pretty serious. You know, we're at a stage, we're still young, you know. For me, before, I used to see as if a relationship is going on for quite a long time, you know, it's very serious and it's stable and you guys are maybe going somewhere with that. And at that time we were very close. We were spending a lot of time together. Since the beginning of our relationship it was always like that. He was always, even when he went with his friends, I was always with him. When I was hanging out with my friends, he was there as well. We had that type of relationship where we were mostly like friends and in a relationship, so it was kind of nice. But let me continue the story. So what happened is that one day he came at my house, and when he came at my house, at that time I was living with my mother and my whole family. When he came at my house, this day my mom asked us to go buy her some stuff. So we said okay, but I was like, give me a little second, I have to get ready and then we can go and look for the things that my mom wants us to buy. While I was getting ready, my mom, she gave him like the money and she told him all the things that we needed to buy. So as I finished getting ready, we went out. At the time we were starting to, you know, have some little fights here and there, but nothing that serious, you know, to understand what went on, you know. We went at the bus stop because we were not driving at the time and we were waiting for the bus. Then we waited. I was talking to him and everything. At the time I was modeling. So as we waited for the bus and the bus came, we went inside the bus, you know, and as soon as we walked inside the bus, he's starting to act very different. He was like, you know, when you're in a situation and there's something going on and you don't really feel like talking about it right now, but there's something you feel the pressure and you can see that there's something going on. There was definitely something going on. I didn't know what was going on because me, I was totally normal, just walking inside the bus and sitting down. And then the bus starting to go, he didn't even make one stop. And he told me, Ines, I forgot something at your house. I need to go pick it up. It's very important. That's something that your mother told me to bring, but I forgot it. So I need to go back at the house and just wait for me at the... When I go out, just wait for me at the bus stop. I'll be back. It's really quick. Then I'm like, okay, but I can go back with you. We didn't even make one stop, so I can walk all the way back home with you. We'll pick up what you forgot and then we'll go where we need to go. But he's like, no, you need to stay there, wait for me at the next bus stop. When I go out, you just stay there, you know, I'm gonna be back in like 5 minutes and we're gonna take the next bus. So I didn't argue with him. I saw that he looks preoccupied, but I was like, okay, maybe it's because he forgot what my mom asked him to bring, you know. This is going to be something. I was thinking that he was preoccupied because he forgot what my mom told him to bring. And I was like, don't worry, it's okay, just take your time. If you really want me to wait at the bus stop, then I'll wait at the bus stop. I don't have a problem with that. So I'm here at the bus stop looking at my cell phone, you know. I was scrolling to my cell phone waiting for him, and then I heard a girl coming from my right side, you know, and she was coming like walking quick and talking loud, you know. And I was like, okay, I was looking at my cell phone, not minding what she was saying or whatever. And then she started to talk, but very loud, you know. And she was saying some things. I couldn't hear exactly what she was saying, but I couldn't understand that, okay, there's a girl who's pretty pissed and she's coming this way. So I stepped one step at a side to let her pass. And the closer she got where I was, the more that I was starting to hear her conversation. And she was talking so loud as if she wanted me to hear her conversation. So I was trying not to listen, but I was still listening what she was saying. And then she was on the phone obviously with a friend, and she was saying, yeah, he just got out the bus, he went running somewhere, and he was with this tall, skinny ass looking model, and I don't know who this girl is. What was he doing there? Then she continued, and she said, when she said tall, skinny ass model, I knew she was talking about me. But I was like, who she's talking to, and who she said was running, you know? She continued, and she told her friend, yes, I saw him. Yes, I saw him. It was Sam with his long hair and, you know, everything. I know it was Sam. Then I was like, wait a minute. She said skinny, tall ass, skinny ass girl. And then she said Sam. Where does she know Sam from? You know, Sam is the name of my ex-boyfriend. And then I sat here and I was like, this is not possible. Then she continued to walk, talking loud and saying how she's mad and everything like that. And I didn't even know who this girl was. Like, it was crazy to me that a girl that I don't know was talking about me, and then she was talking about Sam. I was just questioning myself all of a sudden, like, why is she talking about Sam? Does this girl have a problem with Sam? What's going on, you know? And then while she walked over here, then she stopped. And she said to her friend, okay, I'm gonna talk to her and I'm gonna call you right back. I was like, okay, then she's gonna talk to me. Then I looked over at her and I left down my phone and I told her, do you have something to say to me? Then she was like, yeah, actually, who are you? And then I look at her and I'm like, what are you talking about, who I am? She's like, oh, I saw you were with Sam, you know, the guy with the long hair and everything. And I'm like, yeah. And she said, yeah, I saw you with Sam. Who are you? Then I'm like, but that's a silly question. You're coming to talk to me and you're asking me, who am I? Who are you to come and talk to me? And she said, I was wondering, who are you to Sam, you know? Because I saw you a few moments ago in the bus. I was in the bus, then I went out the next stop, not the stop that you guys went out, but the next after. Then I saw that Sam, he went away and you stayed there. So who are you to Sam? Well, I'm sorry, but I have to ask you, who are you to Sam? Because that's not a question you're gonna come and ask me who I am to Sam, you know? And the funniest thing is that Sam and I, we were very public, you know? We're going out everywhere. We're hanging out with all of my friends, all of his friends, and we're and just to say that I'm the type of person who knows a lot of people, and he was the type of person who knew a lot of people, you know. So the fact that she asked me that, I found it really weird. And you know, the city, Montreal city, is not a big city, you know. At a certain point, at a certain age, many people, we all know like someone who knows someone who knows someone. You already like saw almost all the people who live there. You already like know almost, you know, it's not a big city, you know. People, people know each other, you know. If I found one of my friends on Facebook, we would be like probably having like 20 common friends, you know. It's not a big city, people know each other, that's how it goes. I looked at her and I'm like, I really need to ask you first who you are to Sam, not me. It's not me who has to answer that question. And she's like, why not you? Then she looked at me, honestly, she looked at me and she said, "You're just a girl hanging out with Sam. I'm his girlfriend." Then I was like,
Bruh.
you never saw someone as shocked as my face was. And I tried to remain calm. And in my head, there was going out so many things at the same time. I'm like, do I start getting mad? Do I start yelling at this girl? Do I start whatever? And you know, I'm a very like kind of profound girl. I do a lot of self-development. Like I'm not the type of girl who will go and start yell at another girl or try to fight another girl. This is not my personality. This is not my type. Even though I have a lot of good stories that happened to me, I'm not the type of girl who will go fight someone. She said, "I'm his girlfriend, so who are you?" I looked at her and I'm like, "Oh, you're his girlfriend, right?" She said, "Yeah, but who are you and why were you with him?" She was honestly talking to me like I was the side chick, you know? And then I start doubting myself. I'm like, what if it's actually true? What if I'm the side chick and she's the main girlfriend or something like that, and I'm just a random person like that with him? You know how funny the situation is and how funny this story. Like when I think about it today, I'm laughing out loud because it's so funny. Like how many chance does this something like that happen to you? You know, like in the street randomly. The girl didn't even live in that area, you know. She lived very far. I don't know what she was doing there at that time in that bus. You know how things really work out the best for you. It's amazing. I was amazed by this story and this situation. Okay, you're his girlfriend, right? And I'm like, but if you don't mind, I'm very polite with you, can you tell me how long you guys have been dating? Then she said, okay, but you didn't answer none of my question. I'm like, right after that question, I'm gonna tell you who I am. Honestly, I'm not here to make any problem or whatsoever. I just want to know how long you guys have been dating. Then she told me that they have been dating for 2 months. Guys, 2 months. I have been with him for 5 years and they have been dating for 2 months. Then I was like, okay, but I had so many questions in my mind. I had so many questions because I needed to know how all of this happened. Where did he find the time? How? Where? It was mind-blowing. That's something that when you hear something like that, it was mind-blowing. I didn't know what to think. Then she asked me, okay, now that I've answered your question, can you tell me who are you? Then I said, okay, but I'm Sam's girlfriend as well. Then she's like, what are you talking about? You're his girlfriend. I just told you that I'm the girlfriend, so who are you? And I told her, yeah, I know, I'm sorry, but I'm his girlfriend. What do you want me to say? Her eyes went really red, you know, like red, you know. She was like, what are you talking about? You're his girlfriend. I just told you that I'm his girlfriend, so who are you? I told her, I'm very sorry, you know, I don't know your name, but I'm very sorry for you, but I'm also going out with Sam. And the sad situation about that is that we have been going out for 5 years now. Then she looked at me like that. She was even more shocked than me. I swear, it was like, I don't know if it was like, if I punched her in the face, it would have been better, you know. She was even more shocked than me. Then she was like, I don't believe you. I was like, well, why you don't believe me? She was like, it's not possible. Like Sam, he was nice to me. He was calling me when I was telling to call him. I even spent a night with him, and all of this. She was telling me all of these things, and I was like, whoa, that's incredible. That's incredible. And he was not even like the type to be, He was not the type to be a player. Sam had like so many people around him. I have met them all. I was hanging out with them. I used to talk to his brothers on the telephone. You know, I was close to his family. I was like, where does that happen? Then I had this sudden like thinking to ask her, did you meet his family? She was like, no, not, I didn't meet his family. I was like, phew, at least his family is not playing me with this whole situation. I was like, they legit. That's all I needed to know. And she started to, you know, to breathe heavily and to feel weird and stuff like that. Then I was like, are you okay? She's like, no, I don't feel okay. I don't feel fine. This is not fine. Like, I really love this guy. I was like, you know, I started to feel bad for her because she was actually very hurt. And me, I was there, yes. I'm not the type of girl when I get hurt, I will be like crying out loud and stuff like that. No, when I get hurt on stuff like that, I'm very like hard to, how can I say, you have to be strong on those kind of things. You can start crying for any guy and being very emotional. This doesn't make sense to me, at least. So at the time, I looked at her and I was like, you don't seem alright. I get it that it's not something nice to hear, but if you want, we can go at my place. I'll give you something to drink and you can maybe sit down and we'll talk about it like sitting down at my place. I don't mind. And she's like, where do you live? I was like, maybe 5 minutes from here. I don't know, that's where Sam told me he was going, so maybe we'll see him even there and we can ask him for explications, you know. And she looked at me, she was like, oh, you're so nice, but I don't know, I feel bad for you too. I don't want to come inside your privacy and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I don't mind, we're humans. I'm a human, you're a human. We are in a situation where both of us, we look kind of stupid right now. So if you want, we can talk about it. So she said, okay. She started walking. She was not talking any word. Me, I was like walking and thinking for a second, who am I bringing at my house? Like, I don't know this girl. Maybe she's crazy or something like that. But I said, no, I believe in the feeling that I get. And when we got there, I told her to sit down in the living room. I'll go pick up some water. Then when I went to pick up the water, I was looking for Sam all over the house. He wasn't there. Then I went give her the water, and when I gave her the water, she was not moving. She was shocked. And she looked at me and she said, but do you guys sleep together? I was like, well, sometimes. I even have maybe 2 or 3 t-shirts of him, and we have pictures together in my room. Like, I'm the type of girlfriend, when I have a relationship, I'll have my pictures with my boyfriend. I have pictures with him, and there's some of his gym stuff are in my room. She was like, I don't believe you. I was like, well, come and see for yourself. She came inside my bedroom and she saw all the little things of Sam here and there. And she was like, oh my God, but who does that? Then she started like crying. She started being very mad. She was crying, like there was like, she was really in it. And she was like, I don't get it. Who does that? What kind of person will do that? Aren't you mad? He's been with you for 5 years, then he's messing around with me. It wasn't even serious. I should have known when he told me, oh, I'm not gonna present you to my family right away, I'm not gonna this. But he was so genuine. I don't understand it. He told me that he loves me, he cared for me, this and that and this and that. And while she was crying and having her whole like epic moment, I was thinking to myself, what if he was like trying to leave me for her, you know? Because she's really like, she really think there was something really strong going on between them. What if he was actually thinking about leaving me for her, you know? Then I was like, okay, I'm not in a good position as well. So I told her, don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. We're gonna find Sam. He's gonna give us an explication and everything will be okay. And then I told her, okay, let's go outside. Let's try to find him. I'm sure he didn't went so far. So we went outside. She was trying to calm down. While we were walking at the bus stop, we saw Sam coming from I don't know where. I didn't even know where he went in the first place, and he was coming back, you know. She started running at him, she started screaming at him, cursing him. Everybody in the street was looking at them, you know, but she was going in, man. She wasn't holding no words. She was cursing him. You stupid little na 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 na, why did you do this to me? I told you told me you love me. Are you stupid enough? Na, 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 na. All of those stuff. She was so rough. Like, I'm not like that at all. But I was looking at Sam like, wait for me to see you, you know, because he knew, I don't know what was his relationship with this girl, but he knew what he has just done in our relationship. Like, everybody that I date know me like that. Cheating is not something that I accept in a relationship. Cheating is something that I think is very wrong. There's no excuse for cheating, in my opinion. I don't know if, you know, I really feel like cheating is something that doesn't make sense. If you want to cheat on someone, you have to go and be alone first, you know, leave the person, then go do what you have to do. But don't come there and start cheating on someone while you're going out with them for even that much of a time, you know. So anyways, what happened is that he looked at her while she was screaming, and he told her, like, could you stop, please? Like, stop, don't talk like that, don't scream at me. He was telling her to stop. And then he said those words, could you please just to go see my girlfriend and explain her what's going on. He was talking about me. Then the girl is like, you she went on, she was very mad, and I was feeling kind of hurt for her, you know. But at the same time, I was like, okay, he was not playing me, and he was not, yeah, well, he was playing me, but he was not trying to leave me, or she was not like, I don't know, he was not like in love with her, you know. He really did just cheat on me with her. But how could you cheat on someone telling them I'm going out with you for 2 months? It's not like 3 days, it's 2 months going out with them. So anyways, he came to me and he said, Ines, I'm very sorry. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I was thinking. You know, you were in so much studies. You were modeling. You had the school. You had the modeling thing, and I was feeling kind of alone. And yeah, when I look at him and I said, Sam, stop talking. I don't want to know nothing right now. There's someone who's hurt right there. You need to fix your stuff right there first, because she was still crying in the background, you know, yelling at him and crying. I said, don't tell me nothing, just go fix your stuff and give me the money that my mother gave you. Like, give me my money back first, then go fix your stuff, and the rest will come later. He was like, no, I know you're mad at me. Are you gonna leave me? Is this over? You're mad at me. I know you're mad at me. I was like, no, I'm not. I don't care for now. Just give me the money my mom gave you. We'll talk about the rest later, because I didn't want, you know, she was screaming in the street. I didn't want to have nothing to do with that. He told me, no, I'm not gonna give you the money. Just wait here, because I know if I give you the money, you're gonna go and you won't talk to me ever again. So wait here a few seconds. I'm gonna go talk to her, and then we'll have our talk. I was looking at him, just give me the money. He was like, no, I don't care, I'm not giving you the money, just wait here. And he went to see the girl. When he came to see her, he told her, listen, I made a mistake. I was just playing around with you. I don't know, I was confused. Whatever, I didn't even know. I was listening like a little bit of what he was saying, and I was trying to tell you that I had another girl and stuff like that. But literally, he didn't say none of that. This girl, he just played with her, you know. That's simple. He was just telling lies, wishing I would listen to it and maybe believe it, but he didn't care about that girl. And he told her, listen, this is my girlfriend, this is the girl that I love, this is the girl who's gonna be my wife one day. You're still talking about wife and stuff like that at this time of the anyways, I was mind blown. Then he told her, you need to leave, I don't love you, I didn't care of you, and just forget about me. Then she was screaming, yelling, crying. Then at the end, she was so furious, she took her phone, starting to call, I guess, her friend that she was talking to earlier, and she went away. And he said, Ines, I'm so sorry. I swear I didn't mean to do that. I'm like, you didn't mean to do that? You were seeing her for 2 months. He said, yes, but it was not like we were going out together. I just told her she was coming to see me at work. The first time that I saw her, it was at work. Then she started to come every day at work. Then she was talking to me. Then she asked me she wanted to hang out with me after work. So I told you that I was working after hours. I was like, what is that? I'm the type of girl when things go way too far and way too strong, like I just stay still and quiet. And I was like, whatever, you know. I talked with her. She came at my house. She explained me everything. And I have to tell you one thing. I believe everything that she said. I don't believe nothing of what you're telling me right now, because she seemed genuine. I know how to see when someone's genuine, and you're telling a lie. He told me, but no, I don't want a relationship to finish. We built so much. I'm like, we built nothing. Do we have kids? No. Are we married? No. Do we have a house? No. Do we have... No, we don't have nothing. We didn't build anything. I'm just mad because I wasted 5 years of my life, but it's okay. I'm gonna learn about it. I'm gonna grow about it. It's not good to take things too emotionally and to be too consumed by that, you know. There's a lot of men in this world, you know. I was not going to start crying. Then I had my passion that I was working towards it, like being a model and studying and stuff like that. I was working on so many things for myself that I was like, okay, I cannot let myself down for what he did right now. I need to get back up and just stay calm. And if I need to cry, I will cry once and then move on, you know. And that's what I did. Every time I tell you a story like that, I would like to know what are you getting out of this story. What is the moral of that story? That if you can write it down below, I'll appreciate so much. Some of you are watching it because you've been in that situation, or because, you know, something like that happened to you. And if you overcame it, tell us in the comment section how you overcame it. And if you're someone going through that situation and maybe you want to talk about it, leave the story down below and I will answer as much as people as I can. So thank you very much for watching my story time. I know it was a long one, but hey, this story is one of the funniest story time that I have, and I was like, yeah, I wanted to share with my subscriber because we are getting so large, and I'm happy to see you guys subscribe to my channel, to see you guys comment more. I'm getting like a good vibe out of all of this, and I'm very happy to have you guys as my subscriber. I appreciate all of you. I hope you have an amazing day, and we'll see you guys very soon because I upload so many videos during the week. You'll see me very soon. Bye.